Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the SH Figuarts. I don't know what it's called. It's DYNA. It is Ultraman DYNA. I got Tiga the other day. Told you guys I would do the other two. Here's DYNA, and then Gaia will be coming out hopefully soon. Still cool packaging, still cool figure. Very interesting stuff going on here that we're going to definitely need to talk about if you saw the Tiga review. So make sure you stick around for that. Let's go ahead and get this guy off the stand so we can take a closer look. Okay, before we get into the figure, I will show you my package. I like these packages a lot for these guys. No window, which is unfortunate, but I like the photo of the figure, though it's not... This looks like an early prototype that's been painted, because it's like kind of not clean looking up there in the eye. But anyway, cool box overall. I like the chrome lettering, and it's overall pretty nice looking. Basic photos in the back. Very hard to see the figure, but it's okay. I like the idea of the packaging, I guess I should say. And then on the inside, it's nice because you get the black tray with the figure, and then underneath him, you get the tray with the accessories. So yeah, it's a nice change of pace. Not the best thing for people who collect in the box because it's not super displayable unless you like that photo. All right, moving on. I'll start, I guess, by saying this guy is the other one. This guy right here, Tiga, he sold out like minutes after I did the video, and I don't think it was because of me, but if it was, if you want to get this guy, you might want to jump on it now. I'll put a link in the description below. He might sell out very quickly too, especially since this guy's gone. If this guy's gonna go, the third guy's coming up soon. Maybe people want it, I don't know. Link in the description below if you want to check it out at Big Bad Toy Store. Okay, this guy stands about 15.5 centimeters, just a touch over that, and that's going to be about, let's call it 6 1/8 inches. Here he is up against a Marvel Legends Darwin. Maybe scalable, probably close enough if you really wanted to. Not going to be even close for a Marvel Select Cap. And then McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman. Way too big, of course. And then you already saw it, but I'll do it again just in case you didn't pay attention. There he is with Tiga. Slightly different builds, definitely in scale with each other, as you would expect. All right, so if you remember, Tiga is my Tiga is the third version, the second reissue, and he didn't have the softer torso like the second one did, like the second overall release. This guy does have it, so we'll get into that later, but there's some interesting stuff going on here. But first, let's talk about the aesthetic. I think they nailed it. His head looks really good. Like really good, all the details are there. It's a nice sharp sculpt. The paints are really clean. Same thing on his chest. Very, very clean paint job, just like Tiga. He looks great. And I'm very happy I'm getting these three. I got these two already. Excellent releases from Bandai. Very, very nicely done. And from the looks of it, you can't really tell that these are a different material, these two pieces here, compared to that. So yeah, they did a really good job. I love the proportioning, love the sculpt work, love the paint job. That's a good looking figure. And the thing that's so funny to me is these are made to look like real life people in spandex suits for the most part. They usually have shoulder pads and helmets, obviously, but it's made to look like a real life guy in a spandex suit. And it's more heroic than the Marvel Legends figures that are based on comics, that are meant to look like comic characters with exaggerated muscles and everything. Oh man, it's amazing. This is a guy in a suit with a giant melon because of his helmet, and it still looks better than that. It just goes to show how if you do things the right way, which Bandai's doing in this line, it looks so much better. These guys look great. I love these. This one especially looks really nice. I wasn't thinking I was going to like him as much, and I still probably like Tiga more, but he's pretty good looking. For those of you who are super into Ultraman, let me know about this. Tiga's eyes looks a little bit... I can't speak English. Tiga's eyes look a little bit clearer. His looks slightly yellow. Is that intentional? Let me know if you guys know anything about that, because I don't know. Anyway, aesthetically, this guy is wonderful. I will go 9 out of 10. I still think it wouldn't hurt to do just a little bit of shading here and there, like even around the helmet, like in that ridge right there, just to bring it to life just a touch, But yeah, it still looks really good. You could even go higher than 9.5 if you wanted. It's a very nice looking figure. Now, as far as accessories go, you get a whole buttload of hands. I don't need to name them all. You can see there's a ton of hands. You get the interchangeable chest piece, which is nice. So you go from blue to red or pink or whatever color you want to call that. And then you also get the interchangeable hand with his ray. Is it... I can never remember the name. Specian? Is that what it's called? His is really cool. It has this super pearly kind of rainbowy color thing going on. I don't know how you would describe it exactly, but it looks awesome. And the way it reflects the light and the light goes through it, it looks really, his is probably the best. His looks really good. Okay, so that's it for accessories though. So not a ton, but enough, I would say. So 8 out of 10. If you're gonna go basic like that, I think a display stand would be nice. But yeah, really, really good. All right, let's talk about the articulation. I'm guessing it's fairly similar to Tiga's, but not exactly the same. So the head is going to be on a straight peg. Can I pop it off? Nope. Nope. All right, so the neck is on a ball peg. You got to see that. The heads are usually on a hinge. Oh, his is a little bit different. If you look at the neck part, it's kind of different. It works though. He can look up. That works nicely. And he can, of course, look down. And I'm guessing, yeah, he can't lean at the top of the neck, but the neck itself can lean, so it should be good enough. You should be able to get your poses in. It'd be better if they put a ball peg at the top, but I get why they don't, given these fins back here, so makes sense. So yeah, that's okay. For the shoulders, you do get a butterfly joint. It's more of a traditional butterfly. I don't believe there's a ratchet in there like on Tiga. It's okay. It's not great. This piece up here is a softer PVC, so it will flex, but it's not going to flex a ton. So be aware of that. But you get decent range out of that ball right there. And then you have this up here, which it's not my favorite design, but the way they've done it on these guys, it works fairly well. You can get his arm up to better than horizontal, so I'll take it. A little ugly down here, but it's okay. And then, of course, you get your full rotation. And you can bring his arm around like that. Use your bicep swivel. He'll be able to do his poses, no problem. So that's pretty good. Bicep swivel obviously works. Double jointed elbow, it's the same type of thing as Tiga, so you get decent range at the bend, and then you get this extra little hinge, which I don't like. It doesn't hurt anything really, but I don't think they needed to add that. Ball hinge wrists are fine. His torso, let's see how his torso works. I think his top torso joint works a little bit better than Tiga's actually, and it leans back pretty far. There's a gap in there if you go too far, so just don't do that, but it leans back nicely, and then it leans forward not very well. What the heck, why aren't we focused? There we go. So it doesn't lean forward very far, but like I said, he's got the soft material in here. This is not the same PVC that Tiga has, and this is a soft piece too, but I can't get him to crunch. I don't know why. Like, you can see the plastic or rubber or whatever it is wants to go, but I can't get him to do it. It won't do anything. So I mean, I'm putting a lot of force on that. I don't want to do any more. That's a lot. So it won't go. I don't know why. Side to side, at the top joint it works pretty well. Bottom joint doesn't seem to do anything, but the top joint works really well, so that's nice. But you do get your rotation down here, and it does move around like this. I just can't get this crunch part to work really at all. Now for the hips, they're basically the same sort of situation. Nothing noteworthy there. Good range. Kicking forward. It's a softer piece for his crotch than Tiga's, so I think he probably has a little bit better range there. He can kick pretty high. That's nice. Legs go back a little bit. That'll be helpful. And then you get your thigh swivel, so that's pretty good. Double jointed knee. It's okay. Decent range, not great. Does he have the hinge? He does. He's got a weird hinge. His is a little... maybe it's different. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. He's got a hinge in there, though. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Ankle joint goes all the way back. Better distance forward. He still has a little bit you could probably trim away if you wanted to. It's better than Tiga's, though. Better range. And then you get a decent ankle rocker. Not great. And the toe hinge is solid. It's acceptable. It's nothing special, but it's well placed and it's stiff enough. So... that's what she said. It's a pretty good batch of articulation. Nothing super special, but I think you'll be able to hit all the main Ultraman poses that you need to hit. Keep that tucked in there. It looks extra good if you ask me. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for articulation. For Figuarts, it's nothing special, but it is solid. And I think you'll be just fine posing this guy in his Ultraman poses. And if you want to do extra poses, you'll probably be able to get a bunch of them. But maybe not like Spider-Man style poses, because he doesn't have that kind of range. Okay, so time for a final verdict on this guy. Personally, I like Tiga a little bit more, I think. But probably just because he's a little bit cleaner looking in the shoulders, and if his ratchets work, he's a little bit easier to pose. But they're both solid. They're both really solid. And I'm going to give this guy, I don't remember what I rated Tiga, but I'm going to give this guy a 9. Overall, he's a 9. It's a really, really solid release. If you're at all interested in Ultraman figures, or especially of this Ultraman figure, then go ahead and get it. You're not going to be disappointed. It poses well enough, looks great, and has enough accessories to carry it through. So, yeah, I would recommend it. It's solid. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.